Well, the recent downturn in IT coupled with mass layoffs have put a question mark on the growth of the Indian IT services ecosystem and the Indian IT jobs market. In fact, in an exclusive conversation with ET Now, nasscom chairperson and MD of SAP Labs, Sindhu Gangadharan, said that a massive reskilling exercise is what's needed to keep jobs alive. She also added that the recent influx of GCCs won't have a negative impact on Indian ITs, but might just power it ahead. Here's a slice of that conversation with my colleague Jude Sanath. You take a look at that. Meanwhile, it's goodbye from me. Thanks for watching.
The pace at which the technology is transforming as well is unprecedented. It's unlike anything that we've ever seen before, right? So in that sense, today, the need of the hour is how do you look at skills like problem solving? How do you look at skills like design thinking? Because it also needs that mindset of also stepping a little bit back, because technologies are so powerful in terms of how you address the same problem. Right. But it's not just about throwing technology on a problem, but it's also looking at how can I reimagine? How can I completely relook the way business processes are functioning today, right? Such powerful technologies exist. There is also a need to realign, refocus, re-strategize on where your core investments are going, as particularly also in certain areas of the tech sector. Right. And that is only a natural process of what we are seeing. But I would say this whole focus on reskilling, relearning and continuous learning is a trend that we will continue to see and have to see. Right. There will be a stronger emphasis on this as we move forward.
But the fact is the Jensen Huangs and the Andy Jassis of the world have said, you know, now AI will bite into the job market. Do you think the time is right perhaps for even CEOs here in India to talk about, yes, this is a reality we're going to have to contend with, as opposed to calling it a transitionary phase? I think that was the communication as well from the IT body a little while ago. You wear an nasscom hat as well, apart from being MD at SAP Labs India. But is it time to wake up and smell the coffee that, yes, there will be some pain, but, you know, it is something that will indeed happen?
Yeah, I think it's important that we all step back and also relook at what are the core skills that we all need for our businesses to really make that strategic wave pivot into what we want to happen, right? It cannot be that we just stay comfortable and don't feel the need to kind of shift. That, I think, is already happening. The reality is, anyway, it's a beat on the customer side, but also on as we build products. That's happening, and somebody hasn't woken up yet, but I would say it's high time. But that doesn't mean that we are not looking at how we are leveraging technology to solve some of the most craziest, toughest challenges out there. I think that need is even more elevated. So what I'm trying to say is roles that really understand that combination of the deep domain expertise combined with tech expertise, I think, is the future.
But Sindhu, I sometimes wonder, is the problem more compounded in India? You're seeing a boom as far as global capability centers are concerned, which is in turn cannibalizing the IT industry, given the fact that vertical integration is happening at companies that choose to set up GCCs here. GCCs are seeing a 40% growth trajectory. IT is a lot more modest in comparison. Is that worrisome that, well, you have the threat of AI, and I say threat because I speak in context of job losses, the GCC influx has also made matters a little difficult for Indian IT?
I see it slightly differently, Jude, because if you look at all the GCCs, I mean, literally every week we have conversations around GCC wanting to tap into the tech prowess that we have here in India. What is happening in all of these GCCs, no matter which industry they are, right? Every company is becoming a tech company. So that is music for all of us in the tech world, right? So the nature of the work is, of course, changing, right? Like I said. But the fact that the GCC boom is happening does not mean that it has a negative impact on the tech growth, right? It's really feeding into each other.